Under the Directorate, we have three departments. The Department of Citizenship and Passport Control, manned by Brigadier General Namanya. The Department of Immigration Services, which is a fairly big department, that is manned by Colonel Kambere. And then the Department of Inspection and Legal Services, that is manned by Dr. Josephine Kwang. The vision of the Directorate is to be a model of excellence in the provision of citizenship and immigration services. And here we're looking at to be able to facilitate, control, and regulate citizenship and immigration for the development of Uganda. And for the next 5 years, actually, what are we looking at? To provide efficient and credible citizenship and immigration management services to all persons within the territory of Uganda.
The process of acquiring a passport has been greatly eased since the e-migration passport system on www.passports.go.ug was introduced and integrated with existing e-government services. It is an online process that has reduced the long queues that applicants used to experience in the past and helped decentralize services. All Uganda citizens are entitled to a passport, the document that enables travel outside the country. All that you need is to have a national ID that proves your citizenship. Uganda started issuing the East African Community e-passports, replacing the manual readable passports. This means that all passport holders have to apply afresh in order to get the new e-passports. It is a fresh application in order to acquire it, with a new issue date and expiry date.
These are the new generation passports, which have got a chip embedded inside, which captures all the documentation of persons. So this allows you, as you move travel internationally, to open up the e-gates and generally be recognized as a new international travel document, meeting with the ICAO standards required globally.
There is a number of passport types issued in Uganda. For example, the ordinary passport is the standard travel document issued to any citizen. The service passport of official passport is issued to senior government officials or officials of autonomous government agencies with the approval of the Minister of Internal Affairs. The diplomatic passport is issued to diplomats, judges, royals, and foreign service workers. There are also emergency passports or travel documents issued by the Passport Control Office.
If we have person here who is stranded in Uganda, maybe after losing his passport, and we don't have the embassy here. So such a person is given this to return home, one-way travel, and it is withdrawn as soon as he reaches the home airport, and it costs 50,000 shillings. This one is for refugees who are registered living and working in Uganda. Costs 220,000. You see some people living at the borderline of Kenya and Uganda, but they have relatives across, so you don't need to have a passport. You can either use national ID to cross, or you use what we refer to as temporary movement permit. Temporary movement permit is a document given to you, you pay 10,000 shillings at the border, and you cross.
The Directorate of Citizenship, Immigration Control is responsible for producing and issuing passports on behalf of the Uganda government. This is done at the Passport Control Office located in Kampala. Outside Kampala, passports are issued at passport control offices in Gulu, Mbarara, and Mbale. Passports can also be processed at regional immigration offices in Jinja, Masaka, Fort Portal, Arua, Hoima, Masindi, and Lira. Outside Uganda, passports are issued at Uganda missions in Washington, USA, London in the United Kingdom, Pretoria in South Africa, Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, Ottawa in Canada, Copenhagen in Denmark, and Beijing in China.
Now, for those who are in those countries where we our presence is registered in those countries. All you have to do is you go online, apply for a passport, pay for the passport, schedule appointment. And when you schedule appointment, choose. If you are in Abu Dhabi, the system will show you, you choose Abu Dhabi, and then you fix the appointment for Abu Dhabi. Once that date comes, then you go to office. Same procedure as it is here. Fingerprint, photo, interview, and that is it. After they have enrolled you in that place, then all these details be relayed to us electronically. So as soon as you finish, we have the details here, and we shall be able to print your passport. Once we finish printing these passports, we shall then put them, wrap them very, very securely and give them to a courier. We have a courier service that dispatches these passports to various parts of our offices.
Ugandans in countries where there is no passport center can apply online and send their details online to the Passport Control Office in Kampala.
After you have applied online, you pay. After you have paid, you don't fix appointment. No. After you have paid, you attach photographs, two very clear colored photographs with a white background. Put the photographs in we print out the forms, put in the envelope, and courier them to Kampala, to our Kampala office. We shall receive these. We have a desk here that handles diaspora cases. Then we shall print the passport and then send it back to you through courier.
There are 6 ways of determining Ugandan citizenship. It is by birth, by naturalization, and by registration. It can also be by fondlings and adopted children, as well as dual citizenship. A Ugandan of 18 and above who voluntarily acquires a passport of another country is allowed to retain their Ugandan passport under dual citizenship, as long as they follow the procedures as prescribed by the Citizenship and Immigration Amendment Act 2009. The second way is if a person is not Ugandan, they may retain the citizenship of their country on attaining the citizenship of Uganda as prescribed by the law. To apply for a passport, one must proceed to the Directorate of Citizenship and Immigration Control online e-migration system.
Fill in the application form by following the prompts. Then choose the mode of payment you wish to pay with: mobile money, EFT, Payway, or over-the-counter. After payment, return to your account and schedule an appointment on your convenient date for an interview at the Passport Control Office. Then print out your application form, your original national ID, a certificate to confirm your profession, if any, a recommendation from anyone known to you, a copy of their ID, or a copy of the old passport in case of application for renewal. Print your application form and present your application to the immigration assistant on your scheduled visit date. Please note, only applicants on scheduled appointments will be handled at any given time.
After the interview, you will be issued with a receiving slip. When the passports are delivered at the Passport Collection Center, a message generated by the barcode system will be sent to your phone, indicating the date and time of pickup of the passport. New technologies have made the Uganda passport secure and hard to forge. Temporary emergency documents issued by the Passport Control Office also have security features to ensure that only people entitled to get them carry them when traveling out of the country.
We encourage Ugandans who are living outside the country, especially in countries where we have not registered presence, to do some due diligence, to go to the system, check how much is a passport, what is the process like, instead of just trusting your relatives back home. Many of them have been fleeced.
The Directorate has embarked on a second strategic plan which intends to improve efficiencies, strengthen the policy and legal framework, and eventually fully automize citizenship and immigration services.
The automation process is really what we're going to be targeting, to make sure that all the borders within the country are able to speak to each other and therefore be able to capture all those entering and coming out of our country at the same time.
We hope this video has been useful and that you now know what to do and where to go in order to successfully apply for a Uganda passport.